All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another theme of the month video with Coach Busy. Our theme of the month for March is relaxed body, focused mind. So quick review of our January and February themes. As I told you guys last month, I want us to build on the stuff that we've learned in our mental training plan, not just do it each month, but like the month that I teach you, but kind of do it as a plan that we're going to build upon each month. So our January theme, as you guys know, is be in the yellow. Our focus was staying neutral with our thinking, never too high, never too low. One way that I want you guys to continue practicing this that you can do, actually right now, I'm going to have you pause the video and think back to if you were playing last weekend in the Badger Region qualifier, or if you weren't, your most recent tournament, do a check-in and ask yourself, how often did you feel in the yellow? And if you are thinking, well, I probably could have been in the yellow a little more, I had some negative thoughts during this match or this moment, I want you to write down some of those negative thoughts and see if you can change them into more neutral thoughts. So pause the video, do that really briefly, maybe find a couple negative thoughts you had. So if you're thinking like, man, I just didn't really pass well in the semifinal match. Instead of just saying I didn't pass well, why don't you write down, I need to shuffle my feet better or keep my shoulders down to serve receive. So take a quick second, pause the video, do that really quickly for me. All right, once you are done reviewing our January theme, we also, in February, talks about our mental highlight reel. So this isn't something you have to pause the video to do, but I want you guys to continue this practice with imagery by adding to your highlight reel. So continue to watch it before our next couple tournaments, but see if you can add to it and add to your script that I had you guys make as well. So it isn't just something that I want you guys to watch from the month of, January. I want you to add your highlight reel as the season goes on. As I said in February, a really great way to build confidence is to watch us succeed. So I want you guys to continue to see yourself have success. All right, our theme in March is relaxed body, focused mind. March is big qualifier season. All the teams that are trying to qualify to go to USAV in June and July, we're going to be traveling a bit to try to get another bid. I know we just had a qualifier at the end of February, but I know some of these bigger qualifiers can come with some pressure and some distractions for our teams. This can look like recruiting if you're high school age athlete, especially really working hard to get a bid, or just some self-doubt. We start playing against really, really good teams in March, and some of that self-doubt can creep in, some comparisons to our teammates, some comparisons to the other teams. All of that to me is distractions that take away from the work we put in the gym. So I'm going to tell you guys different ways that we can focus our mind a little bit and just feel a little bit more relaxed going into these qualifiers. One thing I'm going to introduce to you is I'm going to refer to it as purposeful relaxation. So our first activity is going to be a body scan. Sometimes our stress can take over our muscles and our bodies before or even during a big match. So this could be like a fast heart rate, or maybe some fidgeting or shakiness, like you're playing with your fingers a lot, or like your legs feel a little loose, or you're breathing really hard. All that means we're kind of stressed or worried about what we're about to do. To limit this stress, something I want you guys to practice is this body scan. So once I introduce it, I'll have you pause the video to practice this, but essentially we're going to tighten and relax each of the body parts I'm going to list 5 times while taking a deep breath. So for example, if you're doing this with your hands and your fingers, this could look like squeezing them together like this while you breathe in, and then breathing out and relaxing them. And they're nice and loose. I'm going to have you guys do that 5 times. Also do this, please, with your arms, your legs, and your face. So the face one is more of like just really deep breathing. Sometimes our stress can be in our face with like our eyebrows kind of looking like this, or feeling a little worried or looking really worried. So I want you guys to pause the video and tighten and relax each of these body parts 5 times. This is going to show us like sometimes our muscles just feel tight. We have to remind ourselves how to relax them and also lower our heart rate. So this is really good practice with stuff like this. So I want you guys pause the video, go ahead and do the body scan. All right, good job. Our second purposeful relaxation I'm going to teach you is going to be like kind of deep breathing on the go. So I think body scans are a great way to prep for relaxation during a match or a tournament. But sometimes when we play or even during warm-ups, we just need a quicker way to relax and just kind of calm our bodies down. So 5-finger breathing is what I'm going to have you guys practice right now. It allows us to kind of relax on the go. So it's super simple. You can either look at your hand or trace it. You're essentially going to take a deep breath for each finger. So breathe in like this, and then breathe out. And that's 1. So this is kind of forcing you to take 5 deep breaths. The reason I like 5-finger breathing is that in volleyball, we use our hands so much for hitting, for setting, for passing to make our platform, for serving. Basically every skill, we're using our arms and our hands. So this is a good reminder. If you even just look at your hand, let's say during warm-ups or right before serve receive, it's a good reminder to take at least 1 or 2 deep breaths, just to kind of reset our bodies and bring us back to the present moment. So I want you guys to pause the video, take a second, and practice 5-finger breathing. Awesome. All right. So you guys hopefully feel kind of relaxed right now. I practiced this when I was making the slideshow, and I was like, man, I feel pretty good about myself. I feel like I got a clear mind. I'm pretty relaxed. So how do we use this to build focus? I think when we practice relaxation and doing during matches, it allows us to focus more on the present and staying in the yellow. So it doesn't take our mind to a bunch of different places. It kind of brings us back to how our bodies are feeling right now, which is the only moment we really have any control over. So that allows us to be more neutral, more realistic, more in the yellow. So I want you guys to think about when you might feel the most tense during matches or tournaments and kind of create a relaxation plan to do your body scans and deep breathing then. So if you're the type of player that gets really nervous, like right before the first serve, if you get really nervous on the drive to the gym, if you get really nervous during warm-ups, either one of those, see if you can add in even the body scan you can do. Like, let's say you're standing and shagging for the other team. Super simple to kind of tighten, relax some of those muscles if you're feeling tense. If you feel tense, like during timeouts or whatever moment it is for you, I want you to start implementing some of these relaxation techniques in those most tense moments. Practice them when you're not tense, and then implement them when you feel kind of tense as well. Also, like I always tell you guys, we got to start practicing some of these mental skills in practice. So you would never have your coach teach you a new skill at a tournament to implement at that tournament. We do it in practice. So same thing with our mental skills. Maybe think about like if there's a drill that usually makes you feel stressed, or if you often feel distracted in practice and you just want a way to kind of recenter. Doing a body scan or doing the 5-finger breathing can kind of just bring you back to the present moment and just let go of some of that tension. It's not the magic key to make us the best volleyball players in the world, but it gives us a chance to play our very best when our bodies feel relaxed. So something to think about in the next couple of weeks before we go to our next big qualifiers, or if you're going to qualifier this weekend, like some of our 18s teams, this is a great time to start thinking about this and start seeing how you can implement these in practice as well. Finally, I believe that deep breathing can help us bring back to a more present, focused mindset. So this is building on top of our be in the yellow. This kind of helps us reset, relax the body, and get a really clear mind. My final message is good luck. I love qualifier season. I think it's so much fun to be traveling and competing against the best teams in the country. And I love when our Sting teams are super successful, like we were at Badger Region last weekend. Also, congrats to all the teams at Badger Region that got a bid. It was a ton of us. So really, really good work, you guys. Good luck. Let's go in with a focused mind so we can play our very best and show these teams what we've been training for. As always, stop me in the gym, send me an email, shoot me a text if you guys have any questions, and go Sting.